Department of the Central Military Commission, and Mr. Shang Haifei, the General Strategic Expert from the Logistic Support Department, and also Mr. Wu Qian from the Ministry of National Defense. All of them are experts who is going to introduce us the military support to the local areas for the prevention and control of the COVID-19. Ladies and gentlemen, dear friends from the media, good morning. I first want to thank all the media for your support and coverage for the Chinese military's support to the different regions and provinces. After the outbreak of the COVID-19, the Central Military Commission and General Secretary Xi Jinping has prioritized the control and prevention of the COVID-19. General Secretary Xi Jinping has organized himself several different meetings, and he even went to the community to do the prevention and control work about the COVID-19. And he has given out special notice about the prevention and controls of the COVID-19. Under the general leadership of the Central Military Committee, all the POAE Army is going to shoulder the responsibilities for containing the COVID-19, and we have actively supported different provinces in containing the COVID-19. Prevention and control is the responsibility for the whole POA General Army, and we have devoted ourselves in the missions for the prevention and controls of the COVID-19. And we are join hands with the whole nation and with all of our peoples. We are the pioneers and the trailblazers, and we are fighting at the forefront to win the battle against the coronavirus. Our efforts is being divided by the following several parts. First, we formed an emergency team to lead the prevention and control work of the COVID-19. And we have also built a mechanism for containing the COVID-19. And we have also participated in several different meetings organized by the State Council. And we have also sent several different experts to be a part of the expert teams to support the Hubei province in the prevention and control. Second, we have formed several different medical teams to support the city of Wuhan. We have used the railways, airports, among other different transportation methods to give Wuhan a very quick support. From the eve of the New Year, we have sent 3 batches of other military surgeons to support and give the professional treatment of Wuhan. And this has formed a general mechanism, covered every aspect of Wuhan. And we have also led a 450 medical workers team to Wuhan to support the city. And in the February 22nd, we have sent another bunch of 550 medical workers to shoulder the responsibilities to treat the patients in Wuhan. And at our third batch, we sent over 2,600 medical workers and military surgeons to Wuhan. For the past several days, in the newspapers and the televisions, there's a lot of coverage about the military surgeons supporting the city of Wuhan. Thirdly, we are trying our best to support the city of Wuhan and treat the patient in Wuhan. In the Central Military Committees and in the Logistic Support Department, we have a long history about the medical treatment in terms of the agencies, such as the outbreak of the SARS and Ebola virus. We have stuck to the principles of scientific treatment and targeted and precise treatment. and we have worked really hard to improve the treatment and curement ratios. There are 4 military hospitals staying and located in Wuhan, and all the military hospitals are devoting themselves for the treatment and containment of the COVID-19. Up to today, there are 30,000 different beds in the military hospitals opened for the patients who are contained with the COVID-19. Up to now, there are 3 professional military hospitals in Wuhan has opened up beds for the patients, and we have cured over 6,300 patients. And we have cured and discharged over 1,000 COVID-19 patients while sticking to the scientific treatment. All the medical workers really cares about protecting themselves, and up to now, there's 0 infection among all the military surgeons. And we are also trying to optimize the treatment plans. We have also do a good work in the comprehensive logistic support. The coordination efforts means that we have supported over 400,000 medical masks, and we have urgently dispatched over 1 million different protective suits, along with other 2 different negative pressure machines. For the Navy and the Army, they have sent 130 different transportation vehicles, and there are 260 people who are responsible for the logistic support to the city of Wuhan. Up to today, we have sent 1,567 different medical workers and professional transportation and logistic workers who are responsible for transporting over 8,500 tons of the logistic supplies. And we have sent 4 different helicopters transporting over 5.6 tons of the logistic support, and among which, for the 28 different provinces and regions, we have sent over 200,000 different military support to the local governments. 5th, we have also really worked hard on the scientific research about the COVID-19. We want to trace the very origins about the virus, and we have focused on the antiviral virus drugs. And we have also want to translate the result from the bench to the bedside. And we have launched a series of the emergency treatments. And we have undertaken several different emergency research plans granted by the Ministry of Scientific Development. And we have sent several different experts to Wuhan to launch a series of the joint research program in Wuhan. In 28th of January, the testing kit designed by the Central Military Commission Logistic Support Department has going through a green channel and also the national support and national screens. All the testing kit can be put into massive production, and for the PLA General Army's number 5 center, they have came out with a very good solutions to the patients, and the military army has undertaken a series of the effort about the traceabilities of virus, antiviral treatment methods, among other different treating methods. For these times of the outbreak of the COVID-19, this is the widest coverage outbreak about the public health emergencies. In these rare and daunting tasks, the People's Liberation Army in China has showed once again our responsibility to the country, to our people, and we share the same breath and destiny with the people, and we have made several progresses in the prevention and control of the COVID-19. This once again demonstrated the firm leadership of the CPC Central Committee and also the Central Military Commission. We believe that under the General Secretary Xi Jinping's leadership, all the army is going to play our roles in containing the COVID-19, and victory is going to be on our side. Now the floor is open for questions. Please identify yourself before the question. With Economic Daily, in the battle containing the COVID-19, the support from the POA General Army has given the general public a sense of the assurance. You have also mentioned that the POA Army has, and also the Logistic Department has sent around 3 batches of the medical workers. Could you give us a more detailed introduction about their daily jobs? And I'm going to answer the first question. According to the requirement from the General Secretary Xi Jinping, there are 3 teams from the number 1, number 2, and number 3 military university, among which 150 medical workers each to support the Wuhan on the eve of the New Year. They are also responsible for the treatment and cure of the confirmed cases. Later on, the Logistic Support Department has also formed another 1,600 medical workers to form another team to be responsible for the Huoshengshan Hospital in Wuhan. These are for the confirmed cases. With the progress of the COVID-19, starting from the 30th of February, the Army, the Navy, and also the Rocket Army, and the Logistic Support Department, and also the Military Strategic Support Department has given and supported another 2,600 military workers and military supporters to be responsible for the Taikang Tongji Hospital, the Guanggu affiliated hospitals of the Child and OBGYN Department of Hubei Province. And we are responsible for the Infectious Disease Department and also ICU Department, among which many different the military surgeons have the experience in the Xiaotangshan Hospital during the battle against the SARS, and they also have the experience in containing the Ebola virus. They have a quite enriching experience in containing the virus. Thank you very much. With Hong Kong Daily. So how about the day-to-day work of the military supporting teams from the Logistic Support Department, and how many patients have they cured so far? The Huoshengshan Hospital in Wuhan is running quite well in each functions of their department. In the medical treatment, nursing, and guarantees, they have put forward 33 different categories. This has greatly improved the acumen ratios, and this has greatly lowered down the mortality ratios and the mobility ratio. Based on the past successful experience, they kept optimizing their treatment plans according to the severity of the patient. They have given out tailor-made treatment methods, combining the TCM with the Western medicine, and also The PLA General Army has also working together with the Hoshishan Hospital, building up a 5G network remote treatment system. Using this system, every single expert is conducting a comprehensive diagnosis to the patients, and through this system, we have provided a tailor-made, personalized treatment plans for each of the patients. As of yesterday, currently the Hoshenshan Hospital has been received 1,670 different patients, among which 661 patients has been cured. Apart from the 2 different departments for the severe patients, the common area from the Hoshenshan Hospital is starting to receive the severe patients. With China Daily, there are several different governments and the NGOs providing the support to the rescue team and also to the support to Wuhan. Are there any other support to the military department and military surgeons from all the other NGOs and all the other international medical teams? China has paid a great effort and sacrifice to containing the COVID-19 virus, and we have gained the support from the international society. There are several dozens of the governments and people who are willing to support and sending out their supportive hand. And there are 140 different organizers and from the NGOs has sent us the letters and to show their tribute to the effort in China. The Chinese muscle and the Chinese spirit, Chinese efficiency that we have demonstrated during the campaign has won us the applause across the international society. For the military levels, as of the 29th of the February, the Republic of Laos, Cambodia, Myanmar, Afghanistan, Pakistan, Singapore, Indonesia, Iran, Tanzania, United States, and New Zealand. All of these governments and their military department has sent us the support and also other different letters. And for the Thailand and also high-level officials has sent us the condolence to the effort, and they have shown the firm support to our effort. For the Republic of Laos, Vietnam, Cambodia, Myanmar, Singapore, and the Republic of Mongolia, their Ministry of National Defense has sent us the logistic support. Pakistan, Belarus, Turkey has sent their professional military helicopters to send their medical materials and supports to China. They sent us several different bunches and tons about the protective suits, giggles, and medical masks. There are also the military surgeons and military diplomats in the different embassies in China who are also giving us all kinds of supports. These worms of the support has bring us a breeze of the spring during this chilly winter. General Secretary Xi Jinping has sent out the message of a shared destiny of the humankind. A while ago, he has pointed out that in these new eras, all the countries and all the people's destiny are intertwined. We are living in a village where history and reality comes into play, and we are becoming one community with shared destiny. virus cannot be stopped by the national boundaries. There's no single person can survive in this battle against the COVID-19, and there's no single country can survive during this battle if they are not well protected. The public emergency is one important daunting task facing in front of any different countries. The virus might occur in one country today, but it might also outbreak in another country in the other day. China's effort in containing the COVID-19 is a very good demonstration for the people to contain the COVID-19. The Chinese character of the human is also a very good demonstration of support. During the hard years, we know who are supporting us, who are backing us. And during this hard winter, there are so many different military support from many different countries. Here, I want to show our deepest gratifications for all the militaries, and we are also going to join hands with all the militaries across all the world to launch a series of the trials and efforts to contain the COVID-19. I believe in this new era, a brighter spring is coming, and the spring belongs to China and it also belongs to the world.
谢谢，我是路透社的，有2个问题。第一个是军营
With Reuters, 2 questions. Why there is no outbreak in the army, since there is a huge convergences of the people in the army? What kind of measures did you adopt in the army? The second question is that at the end of the February, at the end of the January, you dispatch the professional military surgeons to Hubei. The first question is about the dispatch timing for the military surgeons. It is because we are under the general leadership about the whole nation, and we are adopting a unified measures, especially for the PLA Army. We are firmly under the guidance of the General Secretary Xi Jinping, and we have strengthened the effort for the internal controls of the armies. For example, we have trained our military teams and controlled the communications and transportations about the military sergeants, and we are also eliminate the gatherings for the containings about the spread of the COVID-19. We have also reduced all kinds of the public events to reduce the outbreak of the COVID-19. That has given us a very good lifestyle, and also it kept all the army in a very good emergency status. You have mentioned that you dispatched the first batch of the military surgeons on the 26th of February. I think Director Chen has already mentioned that the dispatchment of the military surgeons was sent back at the 24th of January. Thank you very much for your question. With CCTV, 2 questions. During the battle against the COVID-19, medical workers is undertaking a series of the pressures both psychologically and physically. Can you give us a briefing about what makes of the military surgeons in Hubei? Currently, there are over 2,000 of the medical workers who are confirmed to be infected with the COVID-19. Are there any infectious cases for the military surgeons? We are still in a quite complicated scenario so far. For the medical workers who are fighting at the front line, the best respect we can give to them and the best tribute we can give to them is to learn from their stories and getting the momentum from their spirit. During this outbreak of the COVID-19, all the military surgeons has actively sent out the playing to get a chance to go to the Wuhan and to treat the patients. As one of the military surgeons noted in his letter, that the military surgeons are fighting for the well-being of the general public. Some of the military surgeons even postponing their weddings, and some of them go to the Wuhan even if they are retired, and they are called by the patients that those who can trust their lives on. And as General Secretary Xi Jinping has pointed out, we really emphasize about the workers who are about the medical workers who are fighting at the forefront. The WHO Logistic Department and WHO and also the medical team we dispatched to Wuhan has strictly followed the rules that we have defined, and we have adopted a 3-layer protective measures, especially for the experts in the infectious disease. During their day-to-day operation, up to today, there is no single infection for the military surgeons and all the military medical workers. Take Huashanshan Hospital as an example. We have sent special monitors to form and formulate a very strict rules during the treatment procedures. We have organized all the medical workers to be trained, and we have adopted a fully covered medical treatment, and we have also given them enough time to rest and relax. This is how we are going to guarantee their psychological and physical energy, and we are trying our best to let them to be at the worst in their best status. With Shenzhen Daily, for these times of the outbreak of the COVID-19, the Logistic Support Department has sent a series of the military helicopters, including the Y-20. Can you give us more introduction about this part? For this time, we are adopting several different transportation measures, including the airplanes and railways and highways. On the eve of the new year, there are 3 different helicopters, starting from Shanghai, Chongqing, and Xi'an, to send the military support and military logistics to Wuhan. On the 22nd of February, the Army has sent 32 different helicopters, and they have sent over 800 people, 800 different military medical workers to Wuhan. In the 17th and 23rd of February, the Army has sent 12 different transportation airplanes, including the Y-19, Y-22, and Y-13, to send 1,600 different military medical workers to Wuhan, among which the Y-20 military medical hospital has been working for 10 times. This is the first time for the Y-20 military helicopter to participate in the national emergency. For this time, the Navy and also the Army has sent several different logistic supports, and this is also a very good testament to our logistic capacity. While by coordinating with the railway department, we increase the time and we have increased several different railways. On the 23rd, 17th of the February, we have sent 12,000 different medical workers and 80 different tons of the logistic supplies to be transferred to Wuhan. There is a very good coordination between the military commission and also the local government.
大司是，到目前已经多少解放军军人已经参加了防控疫情的这个任务？谢谢。
How many military workers has been participating in this important task so far? Thank you very much for your question. The Chinese Army has strictly followed the requirement of the General Secretary Xi Jinping, and we have prioritized the people's lives, and we have also prioritized the tasks of preventing the COVID-19. So far, there are over 4,000 different medical workers participating in the containing of the COVID-19, and we have also arranged over 101,000 different logistic vehicles to support the Hubei province. And we have fully played the role as a trailblazer and a pioneer. With our concrete effort, the general public is very supportive to every step we have made. Every time when there is a major challenge, major outbreak, or major emergency, the People's Liberation Army is always backing our people. We are ready to support every different outbreaks in every corners across the country. We believe that victory is going to be on our side. With Phoenix TV, there are some of the experts putting forward the suggestion that we are also going to form a biological safety military squad. What do you make of this? Currently, we have no comments about all the experts' suggestions, but enhancing the biological and biosecurity is one important part of the national priority. Back in 1992, the United Nations has passed forward a notion specially mentioned about the biosecurity. For the whole nation, we have decided that the biosecurity and biosafety is a part of the national priority, and we are also going to strengthen the biological support. And we are also going to upgrade our capacity for the biological safety and security. And we are also going to put forward and publish the law of biological security of People's Republic of China as soon as possible. And this is going to be a part of our national security system.
谢谢主持人。南方都市报记者提问：除了部队抗击疫情运力支援队在武汉保障市民生活物资配送方面做了哪些工作？请介绍相关情况。谢谢。
Can you give us a briefing of what kind of day-to-day logistic support to the citizens of Wuhan that is being provided by the military and also the army?
和市场保障，根据武汉市疫情防控指挥部的请求，经中央军委批准，抽组成立。
So, with the request from the Wuhan local government, the Central Military Commission has formed a special team responsible for the logistic support to the general public and people in Wuhan, and for the armies who are working as the logistic supporting team to Wuhan. Some of them has been participating in the 2008 Wenchuan earthquake, and some of them are being participating in the 2016 national flood, and some of them has been working at the 7th World Military Games. So they are quite passionate about their work. The team was just formulated on the 1st of February, and at the 2nd of February, they participate and finish their first mission. Up to the March the 3rd, they have dispatched 2,500 different types of the vehicles so far. Sending around 1,300 different dispatches about the military materials, and they have successfully helped the general public to address their day-to-day supplements and day-to-day supplying issues.
谢谢主持人，我是香港经济导报记者。在军队支援武汉抗击新冠肺炎疫情中，军队
With Hong Kong Daily,
开展协作的，谢谢。
how did the coordinate work being launched in the Logistic Support Department together with the local government? The coordination between the military and the local government is very intense, very smooth, and of high efficiency. Central Military Commission has formed a coordination mechanism responsible for the military response of the outbreak of emergency events. We have also participated in the general mechanism formulated by the State Council, and we are also actively participate in the special expert team from the Central Committee to Wuhan. Once our experts arrive in Wuhan, they formulated all kinds of the working mechanisms to share the information with the local governments, and during the battle containing the COVID-19, the military and also the people and the local governments support each other in coordinating and arranging different protective suits and giggles. And in the medical treatment, there's also another different mechanism. We are also trying really hard to optimize the treatment plans. Another thing to emphasize is that the Hubei provincial government and the Wuhan municipal government cares and support the military emergency team. Thank you very much.
谢谢主持人。环球时报记者提问：有外国的军事专家
With Global Times, there are some of the military experts in different foreign countries notion or put forward the opinion that for the outbreak of the COVID-19 might cause some of the harms to the general abilities and capacities about the militaries and armies in China. What do you make of this? PLA, Army, and also the National Defense Ministry has always undertaken the missions to support the general public. We have viewed this time as a whole examination for our power and our support and our capacity to support the general public. This is also a very good chance for us to practice our ability. During the outbreak, the whole army has stuck to the principle of prioritizing our people and maintaining the standard military lifestyle. And we are doing a quite good job, both at keeping the military lifestyle and protecting our people. With CCTV,
解放军支援湖北医疗队投送的当天，也看到了采访，有我们解放军的前方的医生曾经喊出了说解放军誓死不退，要护卫。
There are some of the military medical sergeants and workers who have shouted out that we are not going to withdraw from the battle at the front line. How do we arrange of the timetables and timelines of the withdrawing gradually from the Wuhan, even Hubei province? There are so many different medical emergency teams from different provinces. Of course, we have sent over 4,000 medical workers team to support the Hubei province during the outbreak. We have built a very good coordination mechanism between the army and the people. We think the victory so far is only periodical. We are still at the critical moment. And I think the withdrawing plan is going to be decided by the recovery and the cure ratio. I'm going to add up, on top of this, unity between the military and the people as one person. Thank you very much for your participation for today's press release.